if somebody is in a low place, what do they do about trust in that situation, and as far as things getting better?
So things, situations, circumstances, they all matter. If there were a tiger nearby right now, that would change the situation fundamentally, and we'd have to adjust, right? We'd stop filming and run or jump in the lake, right? You can't control the outside beyond a certain degree. You can control it to the degree that you've protected yourself, and you can control it to the degree that you do your part in securing your place within it. But the world has 7-some billion people, probably trillions of animals, creatures, bugs. We live in a solar system and in a planet that has an ozone layer and a gravitational force that keeps everything locked into place. And if any of those things were to come undone slightly, the planet would disintegrate, right? And then we'd go out into space or something. So there's so much that's already happened to bring us here. A long line of evolution of species and humanity that have put you and me in this place as we sit here and speak today. Technological, scientific, and economic developments that have brought the cameras and the ability to distribute these things to whoever wants to see them. Stuff is already working. Things are working in ways that we cannot imagine. And when we get particularly pessimistic and particularly in the vortex of our own fears, there's no way out from that standpoint. If you're in a worried place, you're going to get worried about stuff that some of the stuff that is real and some stuff that isn't, a lot of stuff that isn't. And the unfortunate thing is people keep themselves stuck in that worrying mentality for their whole life. And I know people who've passed away at this point who, until their last day, they were worried, negative people. And I say that with respect from my heart for these people. But that's the sad truth of it. We don't want to be like that. Nobody wants to be like that. But they listen to the worry, and that they develop a personality around that. So
it sounds like, because at the very beginning you said something that I thought was interesting. It sounded like you were saying you don't trust in the situations that arise, you more so trust in your response to them. Would that be...
Yes.
Because I think a lot of times, when people are in bad situations, you might hear from a family member or something, oh, just don't worry about it, the situation will get better. And for people that are in bad situations, they don't necessarily know that it will get better.
Right. And
it might not. So, could you kind of elaborate on what I think you were saying about you don't trust the improvement of the situation, but you trust your response? If I'm not putting words into your mouth, is that about right?
You're about right, and I'm saying that you should trust in your response. I am saying that. I'm also saying that so much has already transpired to make situations good. We have an Earth. We have technology. A lot of us have food and water and shelter and so forth, right? And a lot of times when we have motivations and desires that are good, that are designed to bring good into the world, things transpire outside of us as a result of what we're putting out. For example, the very filming of this video. If I was filming really bad stuff, you probably wouldn't be part of this, right? Or if I was not a nice person, you wouldn't be friends with me, we wouldn't be doing this, right? So to put it shortly, trust in yourself and trust in the situation. But you can never fully trust the situation because there's a Beatles song called I'll Follow the Sun. It goes, one day, one day you'll look to see I've gone, but tomorrow may rain, so I'll follow the sun. You can't fully trust tomorrow. And to put it in the worst type of situation, take soldiers that are going to battle with each other. The situation for a lot of these soldiers at the end of the day is going to be negative in the sense that they're going to die or get maimed or injured or something awful. The situation will get worse for a lot of them. But a lot of these soldiers, if you watch these war movies, they get so motivated and they ride out into battle with courage and bravery in service of the mission they're doing. And this is not a commentary on war or battle is good or not. I'm just saying that even with the worst type of outcome, you can still, within yourself, you can still do it with courage. You can still film a video with courage, speak to a person with courage, start a business with courage, hit a shot in tennis with courage, sing a note with courage. And a lot of times when you stop worrying about the outside, that's when the real magic comes in. That's when the external aspect disappears and all that's there is your performance within it. So to give an example that I've thought about a lot with a much less gory outcome than war is there was a very important tennis match between Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic, the 2011 US Open semifinal. Federer was world number 2 or 3. He won the US Open 5 times and he was playing Djokovic and he had 2 match points. If he just hit an ace, it would have been done and he would have been in the final. And he hit a serve and Djokovic essentially, I mean, he didn't actually close his eyes, but he just like closed his eyes and slapped at it. 1 in a million shot. He just slapped at it. The ball went right by Federer. And the commentators are like, oh my God, what did he just do? How did he do that? What just happened? Who would hit a shot like that? Right? Every odd was against him. He was down 2 match points against Federer. And Federer is, by most accounts and mine, the greatest tennis player of all time. And Federer is playing well. 2 match points. He just goes for it. Like he's crazy. And it worked. He didn't buy into the Federer thing. He didn't buy into the I might lose. He didn't buy into the fear. Had he blinked, had he thought for a second, a thought of doubt, he would have hit a weak shot. Federer would have come in, closed the match out. What happened in reality? He won that point, got momentum, won the next point. 10, 15, 20 minutes later, he won. And then Federer walks off the court and gives this awful interview. And he's like, you shouldn't have done that. Why did he hit that shot? I can't believe he hit that shot. You know, he's complaining about it, right? Because he lost. My point is, the reality is there, and you have an important role to play within the reality. When you understand the circumstances, divorce yourself from the fear and act.